Hello, everyone. This is Ravi with the leader inside you, and today we have amazing Meghana. Hi,
Hello,
Meghana.
hi.
Hello. So she's bringing us another inspiring story how she got to the top level career sponsors and fast track her career. So let's listen from her. This is really, really cool. She's such a delight for me to bring her on the stage here. So Meghana, so tell us how are you and welcome to this show and tell us how it was and how your this whole journey unfolded for you.
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me here and thank you for this opportunity to introduce myself and to let me share my story and my experience with this program. So,
Yeah.
to begin with, uh, like before I joined this program, and before I met Ravi, like things were totally different. I understood what were the setbacks, what were the loopholes where I was falling behind, what
Hmm.
challenges what kind of challenges I faced. I was like more like a self doubter, and
Mm-hmm.
also was not able to present myself succinctly, and I believed I lacked a confidence. I really wanted something to push me through that, and yes, I was. Like definitely having a spark while presenting, so I was not able to dim the spark and uh, be more like presentable and calm down. I was always having some kind of excitement and like nervousness, like presenting myself to my superiors or to my upper management, also to some of the career sponsors, and that definitely like something triggered in me, and I thought like I seriously need some kind of like motivation and some kind of real valuable guidance on like enhancing myself, like definitely creating a new version of myself and like becoming more confident. So one day I was at work and I just thought that something is different, like most of my colleagues are really getting promotions so far, they are really like enjoying their work. Within a year or two they are making great amount of salary, like a very handsome salary, and I thought like something is lacking and I'm still like I feel like stagnant here, and I think this
Mm-hmm.
needs to uh, be over now. I really need to have some kind of a guidance and motivation where I can promote myself, I can sell myself, and uh, uh, I definitely get like better roles, new, more responsibilities. And one day I was just browsing on Facebook and I just like noticed one of the posts which mentioned about the leadership, and I'm like, oh wow! And it also had an ad posted there, and that really like fascinated me. And I'm like, let me check this out. And so, like one day I just sign into it, and I'm like, oh, this looks really interesting, and this had like a lot of like strategies, and it did mention about the couple of training programs, courses. I'm like, oh, I think let me just try this. And then one day I enrolled myself in a webinar, and that's how I got in like touch with Ravi, our inspiring leadership coach. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, let's have a like one-on-one conversation. And that's a time when I was introduced to the program in detail, and that's when I felt that I'm understood. Like my all my concerns are like understood, and I thought that yeah, this is a step I need to take from here now. So
Yeah.
like I felt like I'm like more empowered
Mm-hmm.
to discontinue the stagnant work where I was stuck, and I should get into like hop on to something where I want to see the new version of myself, much happier, more confident, and that's
Yeah.
how I enrolled myself into this
Mm-hmm.
program. Mm, Uh, yes, definitely it is an investment, and my parents were like, "This is a very good investment. I must." go forward and enroll myself in this program. And I
Hmm.
believed in myself, my parents believed in myself, and like I would definitely like I had this in mind that once I'm through this, I will definitely encourage many others who have aspiring leadership mindset
Yeah,
to enroll in this program. So yeah, like I would briefly walk you through my journey. As I just mentioned that I had these
Mm.
challenges,
Just
these
one quick
setbacks.
thing, since you talked about parents, it was a privilege to talk with your dad. It was so beautiful, and
Thank you.
see how he believes in you and he sees the greatness in you, and then he's someone who always encourages you to
Mm,
invest in yourself, and you took his advice and doing wonderful. So, so really
yeah.
pleasant thing. So yeah, and then it was so beautiful to talk to you very first time, and look at you. You started with saying that I was nervous and all these things. All of that is gone. You're so confident in talking so beautifully. And I'm just going to enjoy the stuff you talk. So go ahead.
Sure. Thank you so much for like confirming this. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, like when I enrolled in the program, I was like fascinated. I'm like, oh my god! I was like looking over the sessions, and I'm like, this is totally gonna change me. And the first thing that I experienced was like my mind shelf like sorry my mindset shift through the
Hmm.
magnificent mindfulness program. It is the amazing meditation session that I like still practice. And when the first time I sat through it, I'm like, oh my god, this is completely changing my mindset. It's giving me more like positive vibes, and it completely it changed my like negative mindset. It completely changed the way I used to think about myself and about my setbacks. And I felt like whatever the setbacks I had was just like like temporary stuff. It's like how you throw your garbage from your
Yeah.
home to clean your house. So like I
Mm.
really like I needed to throw the garbage. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, like this is a clutter which is like, like in general, how would you feel when your house is messy? Like nobody would like it, right? So
Hmm.
this is the clutter I had in my house. And like believe me, I have a cleanliness like OCD, so definitely I keep like cleaning my house every time. And it's not only the house, uh, like yeah, like definitely is like where you live, the environment needs to be hygienic, but at the
Hmm.
same time, you need to like make sure the mind is also hygienic. So you need
Yeah.
to like discard all those negative thoughts, like worries and like self doubters, because if you don't clear those things, you won't add room into your home,
Yeah. And
to
you
your
could
like
do that so
thoughtful
fast,
house.
I remember, like, you coming for the group call day one, second, third, and every time, whoa, there was a big change and big shift, and your laughter and confidence. Look at your laughter right now. So it's just so
Yeah.
good. It was so contagious. So it was really nice. You inspired
So definitely,
everybody.
thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for mentioning this. And yes, of course, I would like definitely like personally, like I feel like I clean my room to bring in
Hmm.
more creativity, to bring in more like energy, like positive vibes. And this definitely m- like brought in a lot of transformation within me, uh,
Hmm.
in my like mindset. It also improved my confidence, my self confidence. And like definitely I felt that all these I was able to eliminate self doubt through this mindfulness program. It also dimmered my spark that I used to have while speaking.
Right.
Like initially what used to happen was while conveying a message or any idea, I used to have thousand things going in my mind. I'm like,
Hmm.
what is this? And like people who were like people who were listening were feeling like
Hmm.
confused that there's something which is not clear, like shifting from one idea to other, and like there was no connection. So then I
Mm.
realized that this is what the people are feeling. And it also happened when I observed someone else with the same setback, and I was like thinking that if I'm like judging the person based on his like lack of clarity and lack of like succinct like talk,
Hmm. Yeah.
like people would think feel the same way when I talk. And then like that's what I felt, and I'm like, oh no, there has to be some change.
Yeah.
I need to be very clear on what I'm conveying. So this like mindfulness like, taught me to jot down some points which is only related to what I'm conveying, and that
Hmm.
helped me dimmer the spark. I felt like I would give the others the opportunity to ask questions,
Mm.
rather than just going overboard and explaining things where they lose interest. And
Correct.
like that was
Right.
my major concern, and I had to overcome that setback.
And what is
So
the impact? You were telling me your boss and your top level management, they started, thinking about you, started giving you bigger responsibilities, and
yes,
tell us
first
about
thing
it,
when, yeah,
right?
exactly.
Hmm.
I would come to that. So like when I started to implement these things, like
Hmm.
I took strategic actions. My boss and my upper management were really interested to hear me propose my ideas for my analysis. And
Yay.
I felt like they're really liking it, showing more interest. They want to know more about how like like what strategies I'm implementing. They want to hear more ideas in detail. So
Hmm.
whenever I used to come and like I would like to schedule meeting with them, they would leave their work aside, stop by, listen to me.
Okay.
And
All
definitely
right.
their level of interest was just going so high that they wanted to schedule a full-fledged meeting with me just to discuss
Right.
my ideas. And I felt so valued. I'm like, oh my god, I'm heard at my workplace. I'm heard everywhere. And like this also helped me reach out to more career sponsors because they were
Hmm.
interested to hear what I'm working on and whether I would be interested in other major roles. And then I had to reach out to Ravi again, like, okay, fine. I have some LinkedIn like networks and they would like to reach me. So like uh, like that's also when I had like self-doubter. That was just a temporary one,
Hmm.
which where I felt like how would he or she feel like if if, or what they would expect to hear from me. And when I had like one-on-one sessions with Ravi, uh, like he made me believe that everything is possible. It's just like I have to implement the strategy, uh, talk less succinctly with them, present my ideas. So the big major thing I learned is how to introduce myself, how to sell myself, how to talk less succinctly about my work, my skill sets, just not to overwhelm everyone. Like because I know like many people have this habit of just talking, but not like realizing that the people are only interested in some category of like topics or your strengths. Like they don't want to
Yeah.
hear everything.
Hmm.
What like they would or how would other job hunters would serve to fit the
Hmm.
role. So they're only
Yeah.
interested in those things. But some people I have heard they just have a habit of talking, and like many people lose interest there. So I don't want to form that impression. So definitely this coaching has helped me like how to present myself in a more succinct way. And
Yeah.
like definitely other major point is what I have seen like myself is like taking notes uh,
Hmm.
every time, either it's a webinar or seminar or um, a, like a tutorial, an online course or work meetings, mostly
Yeah.
at like work meetings, because this is a major thing that others will feel that you are fully engaged. So the
Mm.
other point that I was taught in this program was how to be fully engaged in executive meetings, uh, in any of the conferences, because people really appreciate that your
Yeah.
full giving your 100 like percent is appreciated by anyone.
Right. And that's what we saw in your group call.
Yes.
Like you're always present, always engaged and thinking about everybody, talking about it. And you had all the notes and everything. You such a beautifully progress on this executive presence part in our few weeks every time. And then you were there for like sometime our call goes to midnight. You're always there asking questions. So it was such an amazing to see the growth going forward. And how what do you see happening because of that? Your chances of your career growth fast track. What has happened to you?
So
What has
definitely,
changed? Mhm.
like I have got new responsibilities. My upper management have started like have showed more interest in me. They rely in me. Uh,
Hmm.
they rely on my work, on my like deliverables, and the most important thing I have also learned through group calls and through other like one-on-one personal coaching is uh, how to is not only how to engage yourself but how to understand your upper levels, uh,
Yeah,
how
that's
to
important,
understand
right?
this psychology of that. So
Yeah.
what I learned through this training is there's something called as disc analysis, where it
Hmm.
like, definitely like traces the path out for you. It elaborates more about your overall like personality and your boss or any upper level. So to understand them, what are the traits that are more like we need to understand. So like this is what I went like through the details, and I did my analysis. I saw what are the traits I have and what are the traits my boss has, and what they expect, and how would I establish a successful, reliable, dependable bond. So
Yeah.
like this analysis has taught me a lot, understanding myself and my upper level, my own boss, who uh,
Hmm.
who has like so much confidence in me now, and who
Hmm.
has like trust in me. So we have established kind of a bonding that I don't have to, ask him every time like what needs to be done. He has tremendous confidence. Okay, fine. You, he every time he says it's your work. I would like love to see the way you do. So, and at the same time, besides that, he has shown interest in learning some skills from me. So I often get to mentor him, and he gets
Okay.
so impressed by this.
Yeah.
He
Right.
feels like I really need to take like um intermittent lessons from me. I'm like, okay, that's
Right.
so cool. I never had
Yeah.
any boss saying this before, because like
Yeah.
previously I used to be the one following every instructions, following all the not being able to propose my ideas. But here,
Mhm.
after joining this program, like they are like my boss and my upper levels, my other co-workers, they are showing more interest in my work, and
Mhm.
like they keep asking me for suggestions, and I feel so valued. Like they are asking me for suggestions. My
Wow.
director asked me for suggestions, uh,
Mhm.
and they are they are like they always like include me in most of the executive meetings, and like that's where I feel more valued. Also, the other thing I have learned is, even at the meetings, like definitely while like proposing ideas or like suggestions, um, yeah, yes, like I have to be like succinct, but I have to be a little bit joyful, so that it
Yeah.
like doesn't make the meeting boring. Because I've seen
Right.
like many people at other places. I've worked at several organizations, and I see these like these differences, and I feel like I want to make like form an impression where people would be happy, like meeting with me, and like do not get bored or like disinterested. So this is the
Yeah.
first thing I learned how to, and this is all through the disc analysis. What
Mhm.
that has like taught me a lot. uh like and like that has definitely like, taught me to have all the leadership qualities and all the traits that is required for like to
Right.
become a potential leader, like
Mhm.
to have the people work for you, and definitely for the promotion. And yes, like I keep revisiting all the courses and the disc analysis, and
Mhm.
uh, like how succinctly to present, because it's not like one time. You have to keep practicing this like several
Yeah. Good
times to
point.
make sure. Yeah. It's
Excellent.
not like once the course is over, you're done. It's not like that. You have to keep
Right.
revisiting and then implementing these strategic actions
Yeah,
for this.
wonderful. Strategic
So,
actions. That's what you took. And notice it, right? You had the same boss, same top management,
yeah,
same colleagues, but you started being open. You started understanding them. That was the key thing. You know, you started understanding yourself, others, and
yeah,
see how wonderfully everything changed for you. So nicely done. I'm really honored and thrilled to see. And it is a thing, right? We can always do program, but someone like you who comes in a program who gives
yeah,
full out, comes for all the calls and engages, and then
right.
do all the training, do all the exercises, and all sort of, you
Hmm.
posted all those videos and all sort of stuff. That made a big difference, and that is something really amazing, a success that
Yeah.
you achieved.
Hmm.
And
Thank
then
you.
and from this Meghana 2.0, something cool things are happening in coming months, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, thank you. And
Yeah.
yeah, like besides these things, the other main important factor is time and work management and prioritizing my work.
Hmm.
This is what like I have also learned from this program. Like I believe uh, Lisa and Allison had like one-on-one sessions with. I mean, it was a group call where
Hmm.
they highlighted the key like strategic actions to take while managing your work, and this really helped me. It does help me, like prioritizing my time and my work, and like I always make sure I submit my deliverable before the due date so that I get enough time to review my work. So like few, a f- a few days back, one of the staff members and my boss, we had a meeting and we had list of projects in like pipeline, and I was just like analyzing, are these projects really required for this month? And so like I analyze this. I like I took some time analyzing these projects and how much is a how much time is it worth,
Hmm.
how much effort would it require, how much like resource would it require. And then I was also like analyzing, are the resources available within the timeline? If not,
Hmm.
then the project is not really a priority.
Yeah.
Or if there are like something that the stakeholders need it, um, like within a duration.
Hmm.
So I had to like sort out. And like
Yeah.
my boss, the first thing he told me, yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
mean, like you have prioritized a project in such a way
Uh-huh.
that the higher priority projects will be finished before the due date, so that when they have all reports, I'm sorry, so we'll be able to generate reports within that timeline. So when the
Yeah.
stakeholders ask for it, they are ready for it.
All right. So your boss may be super happy with all
So he
these new
was very
skills
happy
he
with all these news,
advised.
and he was like, "How were you able to decide on this?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Of
right.
course, like that's a requirement." And
Right.
like I thought upon the resource, the time it would take to run to like deliver the project. And so
Exciting.
definitely these are the small the subtle things I also learned from the program.
Subtle
uh,
things are making big difference in your career,
yes,
right?
yes, definitely. And
Yeah.
so these are the like and some of the tangible success I achieved through this program are uh, getting visibility and recognition, because they are really interested to know how you analyze things. And
Hmm.
like when you uh, talk things like what they are
Hmm.
expecting, they really appreciate those like qualities.
Yeah. And you started having one-on-one meeting with top management, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, and
They
I
are
had
giving you personal time
yes,
because they see
exactly,
you. How exciting is that? Right?
absolutely. And recently like we got like I got acknowledgement for grants that our organization received. So
All right.
like that is again some good news to share.
Okay.
And definitely
So many
I
celebrations.
got to meet with like my other career sponsors who are really interested to know my work interest. And besides that, yes, like we have a skip level meetings, let's set up on regular basis. And
Yeah.
like also the other most important thing is about how I would sell like myself, which is not only through talks but also
Mhm.
through your LinkedIn profile and resume. So I got amazing, valuable suggestions from like Michelle, who really helped
Mhm.
me shape up my resume so that it would like really catch attention of all the headhunters and
Yeah.
recruiters.
Nice.
uh, like that was
That
also
is
my
so
major
good.
like priority, and I'm like, I have to get this ding thing done. And uh,
Wonderful.
uh, that will like definitely you know what I have seen, how I used to make like build my resume versus the like comments and the feedback I received through these coaches. There's there's a huge gap, and I had to like fill this gap. I'm like, I should not like I should be like selling myself, and I should have some you know intriguing stories to share on my resume and LinkedIn,
Yeah.
where like, people are really interested. And I'm like, oh my god, I did a great thing, joining this, because without this, I would be like I would have been nowhere. I would just be sailing my boat where it leads me to like nowhere, like lost in the ocean. And I'm like, I have to be somewhere, where I'm like recognized,
Yeah.
like I get promotions. So
Mhm.
yes, definitely. So to like like bring it all like together in a like nutshell, I would say like these are the prices, like sorry, the priceless successes that I achieved. Like first thing, mindset transformation. Like I become more confident and more courageous through this. My confidence level has increased. I became more organized at home, at work, and as well as while like thinking.
Yeah.
More important thing is to like, besides organizing your work, your home, mind is also like your home. So it's like a like powerful home. So first thing, you need to like organize your mind, which will definitely automatically help organize like other things around you. And
Yeah.
yes, like dimmering the spark, like becoming more succinct and precise while sharing your thoughts or ideas, and also like presenting yourself. And yes, like productivity gain, that's also one of the thing that's a major concern. Understanding my boss uh, clearly, being recognized at work, and also like establishing that relationship with your boss, where he definitely uh, they will also be interested in like selling you. So he always
Yeah.
acknowledges me.
It becomes their job, or their
And
interest or
exactly.
motivation. Right.
Exactly. So they
Super
will be
good.
like interested in like marketing me. I'm like, oh my god, wow!
Yeah.
It really feels like you're not the only one who's like talking about yourself, but the great
Hmm.
feeling also comes when your superiors or your boss or your
Yeah.
upper level talk about you. And I feel like, oh
Sure.
my god, this is
It's
so valuable. Like you're
yeah.
honored. You feel like a privilege. Oh my god, this
Isn't
is
that the
such a good
super
feeling.
ninja skill to get your
Yeah.
boss interested in you? And you achieved it so beautifully. And that's what is happening, right?
Yeah.
You, Meghana, you are amazing, Mega Meghana. And there's someone like you who puts yourself that with that bright smile and confidence in front of top bosses. They are looking for people like you. And you are now showcasing yourself, putting yourself in front of them, doing all the right things. So I see very, very amazing things coming in your way, and we don't know in unimaginable. You can't imagine right now. Just like our clients, I see coming back on Facebook Live, LinkedIn Live sometime soon with even bigger achievements, tangible achievements. I see that avalanche of abundance
Thank
coming
you.
your way. You are amazing. I did thoroughly enjoyed working with you, and we are keep working well with you. Like we are there for Leaders for Life. We are connected with this amazing group of leaders together. And so here is one question for you. What is the now, what is the advice, or what is something that you like to say the viewers, to inspire them to take action towards their grand future?
First thing, yes, definitely. First thing, I would say take some time, uh, enroll into this like leadership program, and definitely it's a very valuable investment, and definitely there'll be a lot of transformation. You'll see a tremendous change in yourself from zero to hero, I would say.
Zero to
Like,
hero. I love
yeah,
that. I'm
yeah,
going to use it.
definitely.
Zero to hero.
Yeah, so like, and yes, definitely, like last but not the least, this program has really taught me how to use metaphors, and
All
that's like
right.
I always keep using. And
Yeah,
that's
zero to
also
hero.
like, it's at like, be it at work or like public speaking. Yes,
Mhm.
like I have also gained like lot of confidence while like in public speaking, because whenever you see that uh, there's a topic of your interest being discussed, it just like this program is not just limited to work or your family or at home, but also when you meet people outside, you should form an impression where people will love to hear you. And
Mm.
they ask you for suggestions, they ask you for ideas, and also when you share your thoughts, they would be like, oh my god, this like for like this like person talks like substance, he has a lot
Yeah.
of knowledge, he or she has a lot of knowledge. So this is what you want to be felt, or like this is what like you want others to like perceive you. So this is what like major thing that I would also add to myself, that what the program has taught me.
Yeah. And then
And
you're
mhm.
speaking of public speaking, your Udemy course is coming up, isn't it?
Yes, I do plan to. Yes, I do plan to give.
Yeah.
And besides that, I also got an offer from like one of the top colleges in India to g- give a talk on like predictive modeling,
Oh.
uh like, yeah, in life sciences. So I might schedule the talk with them. It would be a
Hmm.
Zoom call, and when I get to like visit India, I would be like scheduling a conference. That's the plan
Awesome.
going forward. Yeah,
See that
and as well
this
as here
Meghana
in US.
2.0
Yeah,
version is like amazing. People are calling and you are showing up, and great value you're bringing to the world. I'm super excited for what's to come for you. And thank you so much for being here and sharing your story. I'm sure whoever is watching live and who people who will be watching later, thousands of people are going to get super inspired to see, whoa, this is what Meghana achieved. I can achieve that too. So thank you for coming here and giving your time today. And for everybody else who is listening, just think about it. Right? No, Mega is just like you and me, just a human being, and we all have this inhibition. We all have these fears. But when we tap into that part of ourselves and get expert help, coaching, and implement a formula, implement a process that has worked for other people, it works for you too. So take that moment to click the link of the leaderinsideyou.com/free training and register for the webinar. It's a webinar for 50 minutes. If you watch that webinar towards the end, you will get that opportunity to book a call with me or one of our coaches, and we'll go through detail what exact challenges you're facing, what you need to do, and then we'll lay out the personalized strategy. Every person's strategy is different, even if the solution is similar. So that's what happened with Meghana. We talked with her and understood what exactly going on, and she was on board, and the journey started right away. And that's how you get to director level. Have to be decision maker. That's what Meghana did. She said, "Oh, this looks good. This is what I want. Let's go and do it." And she came with that commitment and energy, and that's what made her such a successful clients of ours, the leaders. We call it leaders in leaders for you. So book this. Go to this website, the leaderinsideyou.com/training. I'll put a comment up there. Watch the webinar, and I hope to see you. Get to talk to you soon. So coming back to Meghna, thank you very much again. If you have any final thought before concluding, and then we'll see you again sometime.
sure, definitely. So I would encourage all who are like listening, who are like watching this video, to like invest some time, and also yeah, like be prepared for some sessions. I would say give like priority to this coaching,
Hmm.
and like be fully prepared, and also take like strategic actions. There are many formulas which will help you transform yourself, like become a leader, and for like self uh, promotions. So definitely, like, wish you all the best. And
Yeah.
I would say uh, I would give a like thumbs up to join this
Sounds like
program.
that. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much, Ravi. Yeah,
thank you again. And see you at the top and meet you here again in few months with bigger
sure.
story. Bye for
Sure, looking
now.
forward to it. Yeah.
Okay. Well,